Hi guys, how are you doing? It is my hope that you are well. If you're watching this show, my name is Joy. I'm the host of the Vima Show, where we deal with the love issues, relationship tips, marriage, inspiring stories. We also deal with mental health. We talk about women in business. In just a nutshell, we always focus on empowering women, empowering the men in the house. And so I'm so much happy and excited. Thank you for watching our content. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing with your friends. For those who have not been sharing, please do so because it helps us a lot. If you're watching, you've not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please go and press that notification bell and also subscribe so that you can help us to grow together. Remember, the only thing you can do for us, it is to subscribe and to share our content, because I promised you that we will be bringing content every week. In fact, we will be bringing new content, and I'm so much happy for that love. Thank you for those comments. You've been commenting on my DMs, you've been commenting on the YouTube page. I'm so much happy, and I'm so much excited because of our today's topic, because some of you have been just highlighting some few topics that you want me to do, and I found that this is a good time to share about this topic. And the topic is about why so many ladies are choosing to be single. Do you have a friend, a neighbor, a cousin, a sister, or an aunt who has chosen to be single? Have you ever tried to ask them why they want to still remain single? And they are so much happy, they are satisfied, they are very okay with being single. Have you? And I've thought about it. Some of you posted that you really wanted me to talk about that. And I've thought about it, by the way, and I've seen that it's a topic that we can talk about. There are so many ladies out there. You are watching maybe, or you have a friend that you know or a relative, and they have really chosen to be single. They have no pressure of settling down in marriage. They feel that they are okay. They have a good job. They have gone to school. They have studied well. They have maybe gone through campus. They are okay. They have done their first degree and they are very comfortable, and yet they choose to remain single. They choose to remain single not because they are not beautiful. When you look at them, you're going to see that they are so good. They are so beautiful. They are well kept. But they choose not to be married. Why? Have you ever asked yourself such a question? Why are they choosing to remain single after everything? Why are they choosing to remain single after interacting with so many men in those different stages of their lives? It's not because they have not met men. It's not because they have not come across good men who can be good husband materials. It's not that. It is, there are so many reasons. There are so many genuine reasons, because I was just trying to do research of my own, and I found that there are some genuine reasons why someone can choose to remain single. And in fact, it's not a crime. It is not a mistake. It's not a crime for you to choose to remain single. If the grace is sufficient, well and good. And so today I wanted to focus on those different points, or other reasons why most of the ladies are choosing to remain single. Because even I've interacted with several, and I was trying to talk about to them about that topic, and they were telling me their reasons. I've captured some of them here in my notes today, and I'm hoping that you're going also to share your points. Why do you think most of the ladies who are very mature, they are emotionally mature, they are financially independent, and they are very stable, why do they choose to remain single after even coming across so many men who can marry them? And so my topic of today is so much interesting. I'm going to share my ideas and what I think, the research that I've done and found out. And my first point is that they are financially independent or stable, and so they feel that they don't need a man in their life. You know, most of the time, we as ladies, even when you're sharing stories with your fellow friends, the ladies, you're going to find out that one of the expectations they have from a man after they maybe settle down is that he's going to be the provider. And so there is a lady somewhere who is watching, and they feel that I have the money. I am not struggling financially. I am financially stable or independent. I can provide for all my needs, and so I don't need any man near me to pay my bills. I can settle my bills. I can go to that I can buy a house that I want, I can buy a car that I need. It's like they feel that they have everything. And so they don't need to depend on a man to provide for them. And that is one of the major, in fact, in our modern day society, that is one of the major reasons why most of the ladies are choosing to stay single. They think that I'm very okay. Financially, I don't need anyone to provide for me. Why? Because I can provide for myself. And that's why I will choose to remain single. That is one of the major reasons. The other one, they are prioritizing peace over drama. What do I mean that? When I say that they are prioritizing peace. Let me tell you, the other day I did a video on narcissism, and I was very thrilled, so much thrilled by the amount of people, the experiences that people have gone through. Some people were DMing me on my WhatsApp. They were telling me, this is true. I have even gone through that, you know. The things that I was talking about when I was referring to the narcissistic men. Because most of the ladies, the single ladies, they have gone through that experience. And so they have had an encounter with a narcissistic person. And they feel that they don't want to be in that toxic relationship just because that man is there, or rather the man wants to settle down with them. They don't want to settle for that issue. They don't want to settle for that toxicity, you know. The women are choosing peace over drama. Many women are already mature enough to know that if I don't settle with this person, I'm going to be at peace with myself. And if I choose to go with him, if I choose to settle down with him, I'm inviting trouble in my home. I am inviting narcissism in my home, or rather in my small world that I've created for my own. Many women have had an encounter with a narcissism, or rather with a narcissistic person, and they choose to stay with their own peace. They choose their own peace instead of staying with that person. And so men, in fact, this is for you today. If I told you there's a lady you've been eyeing, or rather a lady that you feel that you want to settle down with, and they don't want to settle down with you, can you go and do research of your own? Are these the things that I'm talking about right now, the things that are affecting them? Okay? And the other reason why most of the ladies are choosing to remain single is because they are emotionally mature. And they have really invested in themselves, by the way. And they feel, because, you know, most of the time as a lady, you need a man who will be there emotionally for you. Nowadays, some men are not there emotionally for their wives. They are not there emotionally for their girlfriends or their fiancés. And so, why should you go with that person? Why should you settle down with that person? And yet, they don't provide that emotional support that you need from them. And that's why most of the ladies are choosing to be single, because they can provide that emotional support for themselves. They can provide it for themselves. That's why they don't need you there. That's why they don't need you as a man in their life. Another one, it's because that they have already standards. Most of the ladies have really set high standards for themselves, such that they have said that I want this man, this type of a man who can do this, a man who is this way, the physical attributes of this man they have set. And so if they don't meet such a man when they are maybe in their dating era, they feel that, no, I cannot settle for less. I cannot settle down with a man who is not this way, who doesn't have this quality, who doesn't have that this characteristic. If they don't have that, I will not settle down. And so that is what most of the ladies have done. They have tried to write down their vision, and that is what the Bible tells us. They have written down the vision of a man that they want in their lives. And so the men who have come across them, if maybe the man doesn't have those qualities, they would prefer being single than settling for less, than settling for less with those other men. And so, what do you think, by the way? Is it good to set some standards for you, for your own self as a lady, when you're looking for someone to settle down with? If you don't What do you do, by the way? You can even tell me, what do you do as a lady when you have come across this man and yet he doesn't have around 50% of the qualities that you are looking for? What do you do? Do you say no to him, or do you say that maybe let me try to outweigh whether he has other good qualities? If maybe he doesn't have A, B, C, D, does he have maybe these other qualities, and can he be a good husband? What do you do? Or do you just say no and no and no? Okay. The other one is that they choose to be single because they are focusing on growing themselves personally. They are focusing on their personal growth. Personal growth, the other day I talked about rebuilding yourself. When you're rebuilding yourself, you are focusing on your personal growth. You are focusing on your mental health. You are focusing on your body. You are focusing on your mind. Others can choose to be single so that you want to maybe to focus on your education first. What is the reason why you have chosen to be single? Is it because that you want to first focus on yourself? Maybe if it's you want to first love yourself more, you want to practice some self-care of your own, you want to do, maybe you want to love yourself, you want to be there for yourself, so that maybe when someone else is coming in your life, you're going to love them better, you see? Because most of the time, singleness will help you to love yourself more, will help you to appreciate yourself more as a person, so that when the other man is, the other person, your spouse is coming, you're going to be very well mature emotionally, physically, and even mentally. Okay. The other one, they fear wastage of time. Most of the ladies are choosing to be single because they fear men who waste their time. You are there as a lady, you have hit 30, you have hit 40, you have hit 35, you have hit 45, and then a man comes saying to you that they only want a girlfriend. Those are the men who want to waste your time. A man who comes to you, if at all they really want to settle down with you, they are going to be straight to the point. They are going to tell you, I'm not looking for a girlfriend, I'm looking for a wife. And so you start dating as a wife. You see, I'm talking about you dating knowing that you are planning to get married, not dating just for you to look at, is this man doing this? Is he doing this? Is he doing this? Can I be able to settle down with him? Most of the ladies are afraid of wastage of time. Time is running. Remember, time is an asset that will never wait for you. Time doesn't wait for any man. So if at all you keep on postponing your things, if at all you are there, you are not even sure of who you are looking for. I'm expecting that a lady who has even hit around 25 has already set their goals. A lady who is around 30, you are there 35, you are there 40, you already know what you want. So if you don't come across this man who wants someone who doesn't align with your dreams, someone who doesn't align with your vision, let me tell you, you are going to see them as time wasters. And you are going to say, it is better for me to be single than being tied with this person, someone who doesn't have a dream, someone who doesn't know even where they are going, you see. The other one is that most of the men don't want to provide. That is what, that's another major reason, by the way, why most of the women are choosing to remain single. This man is there. They don't want to provide emotional support. They don't want to provide financial support. They don't want to be there for you emotionally, you see. Mentally, they don't want to be there for you. And so, they are afraid to provide. Most of the men are not even providing. And that, let me tell you something. Most of the issues in marriage are arising from the money matters. You find that the man is there. Others are arising from the point of many men will not provide emotional support to their wives. Yes, you are there providing financially. You feel that the only thing this lady needs is my money. When I give them money, it's not just about money. Let me tell you. And ladies, do you agree with me? Wives, do you agree with me that in marriage, it's not just about the money? Yes, we need the money, but it's not just about that. The emotional connection matters more for a lady. A lady is an emotional being. A man is a logical being. So, as I was saying, I have said that money and emotional support, they are different. For most of the ladies, you'll find that they desire that emotional support from you as a man. And okay, money of course is important, but emotional support is the number one deal. Okay, so the men who are watching, this is for you. Please always ensure that you even understand the needs of your wife. Always ensure that you understand the needs of your girlfriend, okay? Even as you're dating, as you relate with her, as you relate with even those who are single. Can you try to understand why are they choosing to be single? Yet there are some men who are around her, yet there are some single men around her. Why are they choosing to be single? And mark my point, singleness is not bad. In fact, I always tell you, before you get into marriage, make sure that you enjoy your singlehood. Why? Because that is a time of loving yourself. That is a time of embracing yourself. That is a time of really understanding yourself. Because after now, let's say now after you settle down, it's not about you. It is all about the other person. It is all about what are you doing to the other person? How are you handling the other person? So when you are single, choose to love yourself. When you are single, don't hate yourself. Choose to always treasure yourself and give yourself the first priority. Because after you settle down, it's going to be about your kids, it's going to be about your wife or your husband. And so guys, thank you for watching our today's episode. What have you learned? Have you really learned something? And what are some of the other topics that you would like me to handle on the show? Because I'm going to be free to do that. Yes, feel free to comment on my WhatsApp. Feel free to comment on the comment section on YouTube. And please remember to subscribe. Remember to share with your friends. Remember to always tell a friend to tell a friend as we grow together, because I told you the Vima Show is here to stay. The Vima Show will always bring you inspiring the content that you can really connect with. These are the things that are happening, and we will always try to tell you that marriage is work with God. Okay, give God the first priority in your marriage, in that relationship, and I promise you that it's going to work in Jesus' name. So thank you so much guys. Until the next episode, thank you.